All right, here we have an M1 carbine, 30 caliber. So this one is Israeli Arms International, IAI, which I'm believing is from the late 90s, early 2000s when IAI was reproducing World War II weapons like the 1911, M1, etc. And this is the carbine. So a couple of things about it we'll hit, and a couple of things that I think to look out for. So first, 30 caliber, and this is a fairly accurate, like this is a dead-on representation of the M1 carbine. Like it's pretty much I've seen some vintage ones before, and it's pretty much spot on. Obviously newer, and this one never saw service because it's not a service weapon. So it's got the same handguard, same type of finish, etc. Gas operated carbine, so just like the ones that you'll find out there, it's gas operated. Nothing super like revolutionary about it. It's just pretty much a replica of M1 carbine. It's exactly what it is. Shoots really nice, super smooth. What I like about it is it's got some good weight to it at about 5 pounds, so it's easy to control. It's shorter at around 35 inches in length total, so it's easy to maneuver with if you're taking it out in the woods, or even if you were using something like this for home defense, it's pretty maneuverable. Recoil's not bad. Like I said, it's just shooting off of your basic 30 cal, so not a ton of recoil. Good intermediate power to it's shorter ranges. Here's what I don't like about it. The first thing is kind of picky. It's this finish. I almost feel like, and I'm exaggerating to an extent, but it almost feels like you're going to get a splinter off of it because it's just so raw. It's not polished or anything else. So it's not, something that you're looking at like, hey, this is a beautiful, Safe Queen with this awesome stock. It's nothing like that. It's pretty rugged. The other thing that I'm not a huge fan of is this rear sight is about as crude as it could possibly be. It works, so nothing fancy, but it is adjustable. It's got the sliding adjuster on there. So it's not the worst thing ever. I do feel like there's opportunities to upgrade that to be something maybe a little bit more adjustable for windage and for your for anything at that point, especially windage. It's something that you may look into if you picked one of these up. It's been really easy to clean, and it's accurate. I just cleaned it not like in the last couple of weeks, and again, I was surprised on how easy it is. You do want to keep it oiled real well. I've noticed it hasn't picked up any surface rust, but we are talking about pretty much just straight exposed metal in all the places here like you find with a lot of military-esque type of older weapons from World War II. And while this is a replica, it falls in the vein. I didn't want it to pick up any rust or anything, so I keep it pretty well oiled and clean. Overall, nice. I like the weight on it at about 5.5. I think it's 5.5 pounds, somewhere around there. 30 cal is nice to shoot. Still have some good power to it, and it's not the heaviest of round, and it's got good accuracy to it. I do love the nostalgia to this. Like, you're looking at it and it harkens back to some of those older World War II weapons and the M1 carbine, and it even makes you think about the M1 Garand. Really nice from that standpoint. And IAI did a good job with this. It has the looks, it has some of the feel, and it shoots really well too. So overall, I feel like it's a nice weapon. I eventually would probably update that rear sight if I were, inclined. And also, like, I'm not the biggest fan of the finish, but I get why it's intentional. These were sold at the time somewhere around maybe $300 or $400, and I still see some of them out there online. So it's not super expensive. And honestly, if you were carrying this out in the woods or something like that, it might get, you know, dinged up here and there, so you might not care as much about it, but really nice overall. Happy with the accuracy and the reliability. So if you see one out there, I would encourage you to, you know, take a look at it.